What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Nexo. Look, I think Nexo can appreciate in price. I really do, and I'll explain where I think it can get to. But this is one I would stay the hell away from, and I'm going to explain exactly why in this video. But before I get into any of that, guys, if you are new to this channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos on this channel. In those videos, I said I'm buying these coins; they're outstanding. I expect them to go up. If you had put in $100 into each of these coins, when I release the videos about them, you can see the prices at recording here, and these are the current prices. If you'd put in $100 into each, and say you were still holding them, and you wanted to sell them today, you'd be able to bank around 13k in profit, which is pretty good, given that you should have sold these in the bull cycle that had previously gone, like I did, like my friends did, like my followers did. And if you'd have done that, $100 into each, a $2,600 investment, would have netted you a profit of over 123k. Big difference. Now, look, I said I sold these in 2021. They're not what I own. But if you do want to see the coins that I own, the ones I've been buying up, head over to copymycrypto.com and go read that site. It'll take you all of about 10 minutes to read. Everything on the site is all public record. It's literally all verifiable. So you can, whatever you read, you can confirm on this YouTube channel's history. Copy My Crypto is where I share the coins that I'm in. The members that have joined to copy along to the coins that I hold. It's as simple as that. Anytime I buy a coin or sell a coin, I let the members know in real time. And if they want to copy along, they can. Now, all the coins that I'm in right now, I've done my research on in the same way that I did for all of these coins. Your NKNs, your Engines, your VChains, your Zilicas, your Thetas, your Phantoms. And if you're aware there's money to be made in crypto, but you can't be asked to do the reading and the required research, or you don't have the time or the energy, you've got family obligations getting in the way, then Copy My Crypto could be exactly what you need, because it's literally me who spends every waking day looking at cryptos, finding the best cryptos to get into, and you can copy along. If that sounds good to you, like I say, go read the site. Even if it doesn't sound good to you, go read the site. It'll take you 10 minutes, and everything there is verifiable. And maybe I'll see you there, guys. Now, Nexo, currently priced at 67 cents. Market cap's 375 mil. If you're unfamiliar, Nexo is like a lending platform that offers users instant crypto-backed loans. So users can deposit an accepted token like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP as collateral to receive a loan in the form of a fiat currency or a stable coin. So the token, the Nexo token, is what when locked up, is what allows users to benefit from discounts on loans that they're taking, receiving interest payments on funds deposited. So the Nexo token determines the rewards that you're going to get. Now, Nexo was founded by a team of finance professionals and crypto enthusiasts who turned to blockchain to create a crypto equivalent to a service well established in the traditional finance sector, which is loans, effectively, borrowing against the value of your assets. Now, in 2018, Nexo offered the world's first crypto credit line that allowed digital asset holders to obtain fiat and stablecoin loans. So they were first of their kind. And first mover advantage is a big thing. Now, the co-founder, managing partner, Antony Trenchov, has had a ton of experience prior to Nexo. He had 30 years in financial services, including non-crypto lending, investment banking, mergers and acquisitions, and hedge funds. So he's got a hell of a track record in terms of the traditional finance realm. Now, he is often featured on a lot of mainstream media like Bloomberg, The Independent, CNBC. That in and of itself is a good thing for anyone that's holding Nexo, because I've always said I like a leader in these projects. They're the ones that are going to bring retail in. You know, when you're seen on a mainstream media platform and you can be articulate, you can be charming, they're the people that, like, those kind of leaders are the ones that can really bring in value. So it's good that he's always, well positioned in that realm. Now, looking at Nexo's long-term track record, right? It has done runs. Did a run up to $4 in the most recent bull cycle. When you actually look at it, it's only actually went through one bull cycle so far, but it did pretty well. And I would think that $3 is quite achievable. That's sort of where I'd be looking at as a target point for Nexo. However, there's a lot that I don't like here. So Nexo, first of all, look, is not just an earning platform. It's a place where you can exchange. It's a place where you can borrow. It's a place where you can benefit from the ecosystem that they've set up. But they do have an interest section. And this, for me, is quite a cause for concern. So if we look at any stablecoin, say you put in 10 Gs, they're saying you can get 10% in 12 months. That's bloody high. Now, if you add in that you're holding Nexo, it's actually 10.2%. That's a lot. That is a hell of a lot being offered. And my concern here boils down to what we've seen previously. And this is the same for all stablecoins, by the way. How the hell are they offering 10%? That means that they have to do things with your money. They are not just sitting on your money. They are going to be trading it. They're going to be using it. This is not fueled by anything other than them definitely doing things with your money. And when you actually look at the terms and conditions of the interest product, there's a few statements here where they can basically go, yeah, we're going to, at any time, without discretion, without liability to you, we can refuse your request to use the Nexo earn interest, change the conditions for entering into the agreement or use of the Nexo earn interest product, suspend the provision of the Nexo earn interest product, or of all of or part of the related Nexo services, or change, update, remove, cancel, suspend, disable, or discontinue any feature, component, content, incentive, or referral plan of the Nexo earn interest product. Guys, this should have alarm bells ringing for people. What did we see with Celsius? What did we see with Voyager? Now, Nexo was more established than them, and maybe Nexo won't come into the same issue. However, you have got to be aware that you do not own these cryptos. If you are using the Nexo Earn platform, you don't own these. And again, they go through the way in which this is all done. They go through the way in which your account is secured. But effectively, what it boils down to is that you're not supported, you're not backed. So again, the digital assets which you have topped up or will top up into your Nexo account, or the funds which you have used or will use for purchase of the digital assets to be topped up, as the case may be, are not derived from money laundering, terrorist financing, fraud, in the respective jurisdictions. You're aware that you're subject to the tax regulation. You're aware, so you are aware that you use the Nexo account, the Nexo platform, the Nexo earn interest product fully at your own risk. So, you hereby undertake to use everything in good faith, not violate or breach their general terms, their privacy policies, their cookie policies, or anything else. Now, again, all of this is more about them all of these terms and conditions are very much about them making sure that they're safe from lawsuits. And when we see this as well, digital assets are more volatile. So again, they're talking about the fact that, look, you are not back. You are not. Your funds are not secure here. So the nature of digital assets may lead to an increased risk of fraud or cyber attacks, and any losses due to fraudulent or accidental transactions will likely not be recoverable. So you will not have your money back if they get hacked. So if they get hacked, your funds are not going to be recovered. You are responsible for determining whether the use... We may be... there we go. We may be forced to suspend, discontinue, or change aspects of the Nexo Earn interest product or any of the related services in any jurisdiction without notice if demanded by the regulators or applicable law or for whatever other reason. In such cases, the digital assets in your Nexo account may be frozen for an indefinite period of time until the matter is resolved. Guys, this is why I wouldn't touch Nexo. This is why I wouldn't use Nexo. And, you know, there's a whole section of limitation of liability as well. I recommend if you are someone that uses Nexo, read through this because you do need to understand the risks. We've gone through this on this channel a bunch of times. And yeah, look, in case of an event of default, Nexo is entitled to terminate the agreement with immediate effect to take action if it deems necessary to protect its interests. Not your interests, its interest. Look, so this is what it boils down to for me. I would avoid it. And I would avoid it because I don't think it's worth even risking using a platform that's open to risk. Because they have to be trading, they have to be looking at arbitrage and trading profits to offer those interest rates. And fundamentally, the amount of people that are using them are the ones the people that are going to be most at risk are the ones that are trying to earn interest. And I understand it. I understand why you want to earn interest. We all want to earn interest. But Celsius, Voyager, BlockFi, we've seen 3 companies very similar in the past couple of years go down in flames. And Nexo could easily be that. Do I still think it can run up to $3? Yeah, I think it can. Is it one I would touch? No. Because if they do, end up putting themselves in a position where Celsius, like in the same way, in the same position as Celsius did, or any of the others I previously mentioned, the token itself, the Nexo token, is going to die a death. So it's worth noting that. Now, as I've said, look, this is more established than the Celsiuses and all of them. I think it's less likely to go under, but I think the risk is still there and reasonably high. And as a result, I would avoid, personally. Because it just takes a market crash. It just takes them being over-leveraged in positions for all of a sudden them not to be able to deliver on their promises of interest. And all of a sudden, if they can't deliver on the promises of interest, that's red flags. And then all of a sudden, the news cycles start and the token can die on its arse. So my honest perspective is, look, I think it's probably going to be fine. I think it probably will. But I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't put anything into it. I wouldn't put anything into the platform, personally, because it's not your keys, so it's not your crypto. If they go under, you're screwed. It's that simple. And as good as the platform is in terms of doing swaps and everything else, and it is, the risk is just too high. The risk is just too high. How many people lost tons of money that they'll never retrieve because of, on Celsius, on Voyager, on FTX, on BlockFi? There's a lot of people that just got liquidated or never going to get that money back. And Nexo screams red flag to me. And I just don't. Yeah, I think reading through the terms and conditions, you can see quite clearly, they've done everything they can to make sure that they are absolved, which I get from a business perspective, but it's just there's too many red flags. Cryptos are your investment long term. Protect them, and they're not protected at Nexo. Simple. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you're a Nexo user, does that concern you at all? If you're not a Nexo user, you're considering being one, let me know in the comments down below. And if you are a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. These videos are going to make you money. They're also going to save you money and potentially save you losses. So if you hit the subscribe button, you won't miss them. And last thing, guys, if you want to see the cryptos that I own right now, the ones that I've been buying up in the bear cycle, the ones that I think are going to be the big winners, like I said with Theta and Zilliqa and VeChain and Engine and Phantom. And go over to copymycrypto.com and go read the site. Every single thing on that site is public record. So you can literally confirm every single thing you read on this YouTube channel's history. You can do it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Everything's public record. And if when you read everything you go, I think this is for me, wonderful, maybe I'll see you there. If you go, it's not for me, no worries, there's no obligation to buy. But don't ignore the site, go read the site. Because if you are watching this video, you know there's money to be made in crypto. So the question is are you doing the research required to make the gains? Are you looking at the charts, looking at the white papers? Do you have the time? Do you have the energy to do all of that? If you don't, then Copy My Crypto could be perfect for you, because that's literally all I do. Every waking hour of every day, I dive into coins. I find coins that winners like I did in with all of these coins in this spreadsheet, and like I've done with the coins in my portfolio. So if you want to see what they are, head over to copymycrypto.com now and read that site. And I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.